Speaking of normalizing, okay, the next thing, as clinicians, oftentimes I'll have people that'll say to me, Sherri, what do you think about recreational cannabis? How do we normalize that? Because here we go. This is my big thing. Here we are as doctors and nurses telling people to go out and enjoy themselves and to have a good time and then we judge them for it if they choose cannabis.
Right.
Right? So how do we normalize adult use recreational cannabis in a way that isn't stigmatizing patients, but also not not being demonized? How can recreational cannabis use not be demonized? How can we actually get more clinicians on board to understand harm reduction? Because when you look at all the different substances, I literally went through all the different substances, every single organ system, and you can't even compare. It's not even in the same universe.
Yes.
How cannabinoids can support. So if I'm going to have a recreational experience with any type of substance, it's going to be a substance that's going to have a health benefit.
Right. Absolutely. And I think we need to we have to give a little grace, right? Because people don't understand. And we're pushing people to take it in, that here is this plant that is nearly a pharmacy of information and health benefits, and that we can utilize in so many different ways. And on the flip side of that, can also safely be used recreationally. There isn't anything else really like that, right? There's some plant, aspects and, psychedelics and mushrooms and what have you, but even that is still foreign to most people. Right. So we have to give a little bit of grace that people are going to be slow with this. And it's not, and we are not being hypocritical in saying medicinal and recreational in the same conversation. It is just a very unique plant in itself, right?
And I like to say too, the use and the misuse. You're either using cannabis appropriately, or you're not. It's as simple as that.
Right. Absolutely. And that is a big part of the conversation with my patients, that I'm always asking, are you using cannabis or is cannabis using you?
There you go.
And if they can't wrap their head around, if they're not really sure, then that obviously leads to a deeper conversation. And I'm very much aware that for some people, they use it to hide and disappear from society and life and problems, while other people, it allows them to get back into life, right? And so that is why having having physicians and nurses and people that can kind of stand from the outside with the education to help guide you are really important, because some people do fall down a slippery slope and go down the rabbit hole with this. And just like it may be benign to you, just for someone else, shopping and gambling takes them down a very dark road.